Hi, good morning. So, today's topic is very interesting. It's all about headache. So, a great morning to all the people who are watching from Kuwait, and a good afternoon to India, and happy Independence Day. So, let's talk about headache. And before that, I would like to give a little bit of information about what is all about acupressure. So, acupressure, it is given different names in different parts of India. For example, in Telugu it's called as Marmasthanam, whereas in Malayalam it's called as Marmam, whereas in Tamil Nadu they called it as Varmam, and in Japanese they call it as a tender points, and in Chinese they call it as uh, the points, different points like Ashi points, Sansua points. There are different Chinese names for it. I'm not entering to that complicated terms today. And you have to know just a few information. Chinese call this energy as qi energy. So when there is a blockage in this qi energy, thus that is called as a disease according to them. Okay, according to that concept. So acupressure is having a lot of importance in our day-to-day life, but we cannot heal cancer or heart ailments through acupressure or an acupuncture. So but we can, of course, we get 100% result for headache. You can instantly heal your headache and cold, migraine, osteoarthritis, infertility. These cases can be well treated with acupressure and acupuncture. I will give more importance to acupuncture because the needling is more beneficial. But in our day-to-day life, is it possible for us to go and prick the needle always? No. So we have to learn some self techniques to heal ourselves. So let's get into our topic of the day, that is self therapy for headache. But before that, I would like to give you one more information. Like most of the people right now who are watching me, they will be having a small curiosity. So they have came across many informations regarding acupressure. That is not only this is done before, also the studies were done before and it's proven, but still I will give you few information which a common man or a layman may have this curiosity. So that is nothing but scientists have understood that when you press a particular motor point or a tender point in your body, actually you are releasing the endorphins, that is the pain relieving chemicals are released when you are pressing this tender point. So you don't have to go for a painkiller. If you can stimulate your own painkillers, natural painkillers in your body, then why you are depending on the painkillers? Because that will only give you a temporary solution, right? So why don't you learn some self painkiller therapy or self natural releasing of the painkillers, so you don't have to depend on the tablets. So this is our intention of today's live session. So all about headache. Coming to the headache topic, I would like to categorize the headache into four. So you have four kinds of headache, that is sinus headache, cluster headache, tension headache, and migraine headache, right? So you have four categories of headache. That's four classification of headache. So which category you fall into is very important. Sinus headaches usually occur in the sinus parts of your face, whereas migraine headache will be like one side, the whole one side of your brain, and cluster headache will be concentrated to one eye. You will be getting a cluster headache on this area. Whereas in tension headache, you will feel like a band-like sensation, band feeling of pain on this forehead area, and also it will shoot towards the neck. So you should understand what type of a headache I have right now. Also, whenever you have some food and you are getting some indigestion, and then you will get a headache, that also will be like an ache all over your brain or head area, and it will be radiating to the back. So this kind of headaches you have to really take care, and you should know where to and how to give the pressure to the respective headache points. But in acupressure or an acupuncture, according to the Chinese medicine, they treat the headache as a holistic approach. You don't have a migraine headache one point. No, it's not like that. So let's go for straight away into the self therapy. So I would take a cream, moisture cream, or a Vaseline. I'm using lemongrass oil for my treatments. I'll just demonstrate a bit of. I usually treat my headache with this lemongrass oil, and then I take 1 drop of essential oils, like this is lemon and rosemary oil, and I have a lot of essential oils collection. This is lavender oil. So whenever you have a headache, you will be very sensitive to the smell. So sometimes a fragrance will heal you. So I'm very sensitive to the fragrance. So I love, when I have a headache, I love lemongrass. All these kind of fragrance will easily help me for this. And this is nothing but tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is used most of the times for not only for the pain, but also for your tensions. And also it is a healer for the spots, the black spots. Tea tree oil is one of the best, and it's good for infections. And this is rosemary oil. So there are rosemary is also a very anti-inflammatory oil. So you can choose, if you have essential oil in your house, you can just pour 1 drop of it to the base. That means if you have a Vaseline or a Vaseline will be easily available in your house, and then what you have to do is you have to just, yes dear, it's very soothing. So nice, very nice smell I'm getting from this lavender, because right now I don't have a headache, so I use the lavender oil for me to feel fresh. So lavender is really refreshing, and what you have to do is you have to rub in your hand from the, see, this is your eye, the root of your nose. You can just press this area, okay, and then just close your eyes and stay there for some time, okay. And just, actually acupressure points is to be given for 30 seconds if you are really in pain, but if you are not, you can just stay there for maybe 15 seconds. That's more than enough. Today I am not going for 30 seconds because it's time taking. So I'll just give you a brief idea about all today. So you are going to press this sinus, that is it's actually one sinus point, that is ethmoid sinus. This is another cheek, there is another sinus point. Here there is another sinus point. So there will be sinus accumulation. So there will be inflammation in this sinus points when you are having a sinus headache. So how you will be, you will be very swelled, and you will be fluffy, your face will be very puffy, and so you have to just give a light massage on the root of your nose or the side of your eyes. Got it? Now slowly you are coming down, and you just feel your cheekbone, and just down you are going to press like this, very hard pressure, okay. You are going to press there, and you feel little tenderness in each point, because these are all marmam, or these are all tender points according to the medicine, Chinese medicine. So you are pressing here, this is your down your cheekbone, and then you are going up, and you slowly go up, and you are drawing your eyebrows now, okay. You draw your eyebrows, and see, now this is your eyebrow, right? you have to press the center of your eyebrows, and then you just press it, and don't skip slip, sorry, to your eyes, please, because you have to be very very careful when you press this, because sometimes there is a chance of slipping your hand and it will hurt your eyes. So while doing it, please close your eyes and press at the center of your eyebrows really really hard, and it will be very very painful when you are having a sinusitis. End of your eyebrows now. So you are going to press at the end of your eyebrows, and you are going to really really press. If this hand, this finger is not having enough pressure, what you have to do, you have to press with your thumb, because thumb will exert a little more pressure than the other fingers, right? So you can just press with your thumb in these areas. Okay, and then you're coming to the center of your eyebrows. Center of your eyebrows. Again, this point will be really really painful during the headache. So once again, first you can, this is our natural tendency when you apply a Vicks, or so you can just do this way, and then you start with the root of your nose. You are pressing there, and you slowly slide down to your cheekbone. You press it there for 15 to 20 seconds, and then you go high, and you can draw a line through this root, and you are stopping at the junction between your eyebrows. I like to give a good pressure with my thumb, and then I come back to the center of my eyebrows, and I finish this. So this is about the sinus headache, but it's not finished here. So now you are going to draw a line from the center to the either side. So there is a small side angle here, okay, of your forehead. You're going to press it there. You're going to press there. This is not a compulsory point, but this is, again, it's connected to all these. In Chinese system, each organ of your body is a meridian. There are a lot of points coming to that meridian or the channel. So according to them, it says that if any points are blocked or the energy passage is blocked, so there comes a disease, or there comes a deficiency of energy is called as a disease according to them. So what we are doing in a common man's language, I can say, when your wash basin, you are washing your plates, is clogged. So the same way you are channelizing, or you are pricking with a needle in your body to remove the blockage. So this is very simple as that, right? So whenever you have an energy blockage in any of the channels, you are just pressurizing. Now you don't have a needle with you, so what you can do is you can just press with your hand, and that channel gets opened up, and the energy flow will be very very smooth, and you will get healed. One more thing, when you have a headache, there is a lack of blood circulation to your brain. Just inside your brain, and you will feel better. Okay, now the next points. See, take your hand, if this is your right hand, take your thumb on this side and your index finger here, and when you press, you can feel a jelly like thing, right? You can see a jelly like thing here. So just press that point. It will be very very painful. It's called as Hegu point according to the Chinese system, but I'm not going to teach you the names in Chinese, but I can definitely, we have to just know which all points you have to press. So just give a pressure to this tender point, so you can feel a tenderness. Sometimes if you are not able to identify the point, you just press that area and you will find a tender point on that. Okay, in all these points there will be one tender point. So that's the beauty of our body. We never know all these hidden secrets inside our body. So why don't you just experience all these? So you are going to give a good pressure. I'm getting a pain now, and you are going to keep it there for minimum 10 seconds. So what is happening now? This one is a large intestine point, and it's going all the way to that meridian, and it's channeling to my that meridian. So you don't have to compare the large intestine or a lung to this point. You just have to press this point, and that particular blockage will be released. That's it. And now see, I'm feeling a good blood circulation to my head now. And then now I'm going to press all the extremities of my fingers. Just pinch at the tip of your fingers also. There are two methods. You can really press hard above the finger like this, or at the tip like this. Both is fine. Okay, so just press all these points. Now, very, very important point for headache. I can heal, if it is a tension headache, within 5 minutes I can heal you. 100% guarantee for that, because I have healed many people with instant headache with this particular powerful point. That is nothing but when you flex your elbow, you will get a crease. Got it? From this crease, you are going to take your 2 fingers away from this crease. Your 2 fingers, you are going to measure from this crease, and then you place your thumb. You are going to, thank you Aparna, yeah, okay. So you are going to get a tender point. Okay, so this is the point. So what you can do all the time, one day you are getting headache. Just imagine you found that point. You can just mark with the pen, this is a tender point, and you can just keep on pressing that particular point until you feel better. It's very, very painful during your headache time. Okay, the headache, you will not be able to touch that area, that painful. So you're going to press it. It's still painful for me. Yeah, okay, and then I can go for the other side. See, I can get it easily because I know the point in my body. So now you have to, how you have to just see it, you have to see the crease of your elbow, then place 2 fingers from the crease, then you place the thumb. Here will be that point. Just go here and there. Sometimes it will not be the right place. Maybe you will point to do. You have to just keep pressing. Oh, okay, I found this point is really, really painful. You got it. This is the way you have to get it. Sometimes this whole area will be confusing for you, and you have to keep pressing and see, okay, this is the point, this is the point, and it is, you got it. So this is the way you have to find your tender points, but it will be in that area itself. That's the beauty. So when you measure it and you can find it, that area, then you press it. If it's not tender, then you have to place maybe few millimeters away or down or sideways, that you can use it in your office time, wherever you are. It is very, very easily you can tackle your situation. Now coming to the migraine headache, see, cluster headache and what else, tension headache, these points are very, very beneficial. Headache as a whole, I am giving you the points, but for migraine there is another problem that you face is vomiting sensation. Migraine always come along, sometimes environmental changes and all these will give a migraine attack, and that time you will feel like throwing up. So that time what you have to do, just to reduce it, if you are in a, it's very embarrassing if you are in a crowd, right? So exactly on that time you will not be getting a tablet to reduce your vomiting sensation. So what you have to do, you have to take your 3 fingers and you have to measure from the wrist line. Can you see there is a wrist line here? Okay, from there you are going to measure with your 3 fingers, and then you keep your thumb. Okay, you are going to keep your thumb here, and this point will be very, very painful when you have a vomiting sensation. Not only because of the migraine, anything like vertigo, then when you are having any BP fluctuations, when you have acidity problem, all these cases you will have, and also motion sickness. So I used to treat my kids whenever they feel a motion sickness. I used to press their wrist point and they get immediately relief within 10 minutes and they sleep off. Got it? So that powerful point, this one. Okay, so you are going to press this really hard and it will be too painful. See the pressure I am giving, almost I have made a depression inside my this one. See that much of pressure you have to insert, place the thumb. That's the point. In this hand you can do this way, this is this one, and then you can okay, you can use your little finger and that's the point. Okay, and again if you are not able to find it out, you have to just palpate and see. Okay, yeah, so sometimes if you have measured here and the point is here, so you have to just see whether this is a tender point. So always when you are you haven't learned about acupressure or you don't know anything about acupuncture or pressure, no problem, you just have to find your tender points. But find the tender points. The points will be really dangerous for you. So you have to always be cautious, especially your hands, your head. These places are really fine, but when it comes to this point, it's a very dangerous point. So you have seen in in Chinese movies, they kill a person with the acupuncture needle. So there are dangerous points too in acupuncture and acupressure. So you have to be very cautious. We are here taking the points only for treating therapeutically. We are not doing anything for for any attack or anything. So we will use it for our therapeutic use. So it's very safe. So all the points what I am going to discuss today is very safe. So don't worry. But if you are not getting it, you can repeat seeing my video over and over again, and then you can just keep palpating your body and more, and then you can find a tender point. So hope you got this many points, and let's proceed to one of the important point for cluster headache and for tension headache, because I told you there is a band like sensation and it will come to your back of your neck. In this back of your neck there are 2 points here. Skull. Okay, these 2 points are very powerful here. So you just press and see. From there your bond starts. Okay, so when you touch, or you can just place your thumb this way, so you get a depression there. So this is the point. Okay, so when you keep your hands in this way, you are going to press the thumb in this point, and you can just keep your head like this and give a good pressure. You feel so good, and trust me, when you so you're going to press it here, and then you come to the shoulder. And when you have a tension headache, your shoulder also will be painful, and you can just press at the center of your shoulder. You just have to press with your finger. If your fingers are not giving you enough pressure, you can just take a pen and then you can just pressure here, because these are big areas. Okay, these are not small areas. So you can just take a pen and you can give a good pressure here. Point, you can just palpate and see this one, this one, this one. So if it's all painful, no problem, you can just keep pressing with the pen all the tender points, and it's called as ashy points in Chinese. Ashy points are painful points, and if you press, the blood circulation will be improvised in that particular area and you will be healed. So these are some of the points for office headache, sinus headache, and migraine attack. This point for vomiting sensation. And then one more important point. These are all general points for headache. Now you are going to see, then you will, the tip of your ear, because my measurement will be totally different than yours. So I cannot say like one finger. Maybe if your finger is very thick than me, your measurement goes wrong. So you have to have from your own body structures, you have to measure it. So when you fold your ear, the tip corner will finish at one point. That's the point for another sinus headache and office headache or tension headache. So you are going to fold your ear, and you found one point at the tip of your ear that is very painful. Not only during the headache, it's always painful. So you have to press that point. Okay, and you feel so good. Wow. Okay. So these are a few points. So once again, here, here, center, here, then you can press it here and here and here. This is about your head, and then coming down to the shoulder here, here, extremes, and then here, and for migraine, here. So this is all about what all we discussed till now. And then coming to the immunity, immunity, according to me, I will say that if you are not having a proper gut health, that means your gut is not proper, your stomach, your acids, everything is not proper, then your immunity is really bad. If your lungs are not cooperating with you, then your immunity will be affected. And if your total body, the entire body, if you have all the way you want, your mind is affected with something, then again your immune system weakens. So according to me, with my personal experience, I feel your stomach should be good, your lungs should be good, your muscles and joints should be good, and your mind should be good. Mind should be healthy. It's not about good or bad. It's mind should be healthy to make your immune system strong. But here today, I will not be able to give you a lot about mind health or that. Today I'm here to give you acupressure points. So how you can improve your lung health with an acupressure points. So we have already discussed a few things. So here, can you see your collarbone, right? You have a collarbone here. And then just down there, you can feel a tender point. Okay? Whenever you are having an asthma attack, or you have a allergy, wheezing, all the lung issues, you feel something is blocked in my lungs, then what you have to do, you have to palpate your collarbone first. Then down 1 inch down, you can find a name or anything. That is a point where you can get relief from all your cold, cough, sinus, and all that chest infection. So this is the point, I think. Yeah, so now it's very clear. So down your collar point, there is a point 1 inch down, and you feel very tender during your cough. So cough, cold, sinus, everything is interrelated. So you can just keep pressing that for maybe 15 to 20 seconds, and then you can just again use this kind of essential oil, and then you slowly just keep gentle. When you are having a sore throat or a cough, what you can do, you can just apply that essential oil. I have roll-ons actually. So what I can do is, see, I can just use the roll-on on the side. So this will give a very good soothing and fragrance, and you feel very good. And then at the center here, okay, so you feel a good fragrance on this point, and then you have to just gently rub this point when you are having a sore throat or a cough or a chest pain. And obviously you can press your chest, whenever you have a little bit congestion on your chest, you can just slightly rub the center of your chest. And then again these points, that is the crease point. And then one more point I'm going to teach you is, see, this video you have to see again to get the whole idea about it, because watch it again and practice it. Okay, so when you are taking your hands, you can see there is a depression here. Okay, and then you just go for 2 fingers away again. So here, I think here, there is another point which is tender. This is very important point for all the immunity, sore throat, cough, all the problems of your lungs, immunity, sinus headache. It's a very, very powerful point again. So this one will be very, very tender during the infections. So you can just gently press it here. So again, you will get a depression here, and then you can go 2 fingers away. You can just find a tender point. Yeah, here. Okay, I found it. So see that this is very, very tender. And sometimes if you press other point, it will not be tender. Is it very surprising for you today that you have found some tender points inside your body, right? So see, this is very, very interesting topic, and very surprising that if you find your own blockage, and if you can heal yourself, that's the beauty of alternative system, alternative medicine. So thank God I got into the right profession, and I can heal myself most of the cases. I'm not telling that I can heal everything. There are certain contraindications in certain disorders. I cannot touch it at all, but most of the cases I can handle with this kind of home remedies, lifestyle modification, acupuncture, acupressure, and yoga. So you should know how to treat it, and one disorder you cannot give acupuncture. Maybe that in best disorder to tackle with acupressure and acupuncture. And now I'm going to give you a little bit about the lifestyle modification you can do along with the sinus headache. You should have more of hot drinks. That means you can go for cumin, coriander, ginger, turmeric, and also small onions. These are small onion juice. You don't have to make a tea out of it. You can go for small onion juice, like 1 or 2 spoons of onion juice. That will really help your infection, as for example your sore throat, cough, and mucus. It's a mucus eliminating juice. Second one, ginger. You have to crush the ginger, and you have to just put it in 1 glass of water, then add a little bit water, and if for the kids you can add 1 spoon of honey. Okay, no, when it gets cooled, you can add 1 spoon of honey, and then just stir it and give it to them. Then the third one, tulsi. If you are able to get basil leaves, it's better, but in Kuwait, it's unfortunately I have in my house, but most of them they won't have. So just leave the basil leaves. In India, they can do the basil leaves and turmeric together. So once mix it and drink it. Then coriander and cumin water all the time. Instead of drinking water, just swap it with the hot drinks. And then ginger coffee. You get in shops ginger coffee. Just put it and put jaggery in that. If it's very, very spicy, you can put jaggery in that, stir it well, and then drink it. So these are some of the drinks that I can suggest you. And coming to the migraine problem, there is one important treatment migraine people can do is they can insert the legs in warm that is warm water into the warm water, 1 bucket of warm water. Then immediately what happens, the blood rushes to your brain, and the person will feel sleepy, and they can sleep well. Migraine attack, they will not be able to sleep. They will be having a terrible headache, and they will have vomiting sensation. So immediately they have to insert their legs into warm water. And also sinus headache also will get relieved with that. But sinus headache, I will give you option for steam inhalation. Steam inhalation with a drop of but you have to check whether you take a cotton, put 1 drop of 1 or 2 drops of rosemary oil or any essential oil which is available. You have to just put it, and just put at the corner or the outside, that's where the steam comes out. There you put this cotton and inhale it. You will feel very much relaxed instantly. So these are some of the lifestyle modifications and acupressure points you can easily tackle, or you can do a self-therapy wherever you are. Okay, and this one actually retains acupressure. One more point, I will end the session. Acupressure actually, it stimulates the organs in some cases, it relaxes in some cases. So acupressure points are having extreme effects. In some cases, it just opens up. in some cases it relaxes. So it is having a two extreme effects when you press it. In all these sinus headache points, I was giving you a sedative effects. Okay, and in some cases the person is really idle and they really have to uplift their energy. Then there are certain other points to bring you try at home whenever you are experiencing a pain. These are natural painkillers. So here I finish my session about acupressure. Hope you got enough tips today. Hope it was informative. Thank you. Any questions you can ask. With my little knowledge, I'll try to answer you. Anything? I'll just wait for a few more seconds to see your messages. Thank you. Anyone? Any questions? I'm here to answer you. Okay, so I think, if we are to do self acupressure with our fingers, what is the count for each? 10 seconds to 20 seconds. Yeah, actually, if it's very tender, just example, you cannot touch that area. You can even reduce it to 5 seconds. Again, take it out. Again, 5 seconds. You can split that 5 seconds to 20 seconds. Okay, you can split and two. Okay, for today's live, thank you Srila, thank you everyone, thank you Nagraj, thank you Joyita, thank you everyone for joining me. It's really supportive when I see people on the other side and speak to you guys. When no one is on the other side, then whom should I address, right? So it's very happy to see your response and messages. So I will come every Saturday live. Okay, I will try my best to make it every Saturday morning itself, and please bring all the infos every Saturday. So see to that you are staying in touch with this channel. Every Saturday I will be coming with new topics, so nothing will be repeated. So every sessions will be very different than the previous. So try to, thank you Pratibha. So try to please attend this session and make use of it, please. Okay, take care, have a lovely day. Indeed, it's really important for us to be self-aware of your body and understand how to control as much as we can. Yes, it's time for us to control and treat ourselves, because unfortunately we cannot disturb our medical staff because they are all behind treating corona cases. So if you know a little bit health techniques and tips ourselves, home remedies, then we can 80% of the problems we can sort out ourselves. Okay, take care, have a lovely day, stay healthy, stay happy, bye bye.